वेलकम टू स्टडी विद आइना। सो आज की जो वीडियो होने वाली है इट्स गोइंग टू बी ऑन द टॉपिक 3.2 सिल्क। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट अ वीडियो। Silk fibers, they are also known as animal fibers. Silkworm, they spin the silk fibers. So the rearing of silkworm for obtaining silk, this process is known as sericulture. Sericulture. So with now the main topic is life history of silk moth. The female silk moth, it lays eggs, then from which they hatch larvae. Then they are called caterpillar, or they are also known as silkworms. They grow in size when the caterpillar is ready to enter the next stage of its life. It is called pupa. So initially they are known as silkworm, then they are known as pupa. Then it first weaves a net to hold itself, to support itself. Then it swings its head from side to side in the form of figure of 8. During these movements of the head, the caterpillar secretes fiber. The fiber is made up of protein. It gets hardened on exposure to air and environmental conditions, and that only becomes the silk fiber. Soon then the caterpillar, it is completely covered by, yes, it completely covers itself by the help of silk fibers. Then it turns into pupa. So that covering is known as cocoon. Now, the further development of pupa into moth, it continues inside the cocoon. The process of conversion or transition from pupa to moth, it is done in cocoon. Silk fibers, they are used for weaving silk cloth. Can you imagine that the soft silk yarn is as strong as compared if thread of steel? But after all the processes, it is made soft. The silk yarn thread, it is obtained from the cocoon of the silk moth. There is a variety of silk moths which look very different from one another. The silk yarn they yield is different in texture. Some may be smooth, some may be coarse, some may be shiny. Thus, tassa silk, muga silk, kosa silk, there are n number of varieties. They are obtained from cocoons spun by different type of moth. The most common silk moth, it is mulberry silk moth. The silk fiber from the cocoon of this moth, it is very soft, it is very lustrous, it is elastic, it can be dyed in various beautiful colors. Sericulture or culture of silkworm is a very old occupation in India. It is being carried out from many ages. India produces plenty of silk on a commercial scale. Now we shall see how silk is made from cocoon. For obtaining silk, moths they are reared and their cocoons are collected to get silk threads. The first step is rearing silkworms. A female silk moth lays 100 of eggs at a time. Then now first step, the eggs are laid. Then the eggs are stored carefully on the strips of cloth or paper and they are sold to silkworm farmers. Now the farmer, they whatever eggs they got, they keep the eggs under hygienic condition, under suitable specific conditions which require temperature, humidity, right? The eggs they are warmed to suitable temperature for the larvae to hatch from the eggs. This is done when mulberry trees they bear a fresh crop of leaves. The larvae, they are also known as caterpillar, they are also known as silkworm. They eat day and night the mulberry leaves and they increase enormously in size. Their size increases. See, this is mulberry tree. Now this they are cocoons, larva, caterpillar, silkworm, female silkworm moth with eggs, leaf of mulberry. Everything is explained in this figure 3.10. Then the larvae they are kept in clean bamboo tray along with the freshly chopped. Now fresh mulberry leaves again they are brought. Again 25 to 30 days a caterpillar they stop eating. Okay, and they move to a tiny chamber of bamboo in tray to spin cocoons. Now they make cocoons and small rag twig they may be provided in the tray to which cocoons get attached with the help of them. Then the caterpillar or silkworm it spins the cocoon inside and the silk moth gets developed. Now the silk is developed, but the question is how the silk is processed. Let's see. A pile of cocoons it is used for obtaining silk fibers. The cocoon they are kept under sun or very boiled environment or exposed to steam. The silk fibers they separate out. So the process of taking out the thread from the cocoon for use as silk fiber is known as reeling the silk. Reeling is done in special machines which they unwind the thread or fibers of silk from the cocoon. Then the silk fibers are spun into silk thread, and when thread is if the thread gets manufactured, they are woven into the silk cloth by weavers, and then the cloth it is sold in shops. So students, here we have completed our chapter number 3, fiber to fabric. Now it's your turn to complete exercises, and if you face any kind of problem in solving any question of exercise, do let me know in the comment section. I will clear all the doubts. Thank you.